Hey there, welcome back guys. This video is for those who want to get into their flight controller. You have a micro USB connector on your Pavo 25 Pro and for some reason it broke off. It just happens that way and you can't get in. I want to fix my PIDs, I want to do this and that. Well, special thanks to Justin from Drone Camps. I called the store and he picked up and he had suggested where these wires might go. I wasn't sure if it would work, but he seemed pretty confident that it would and to give it a try. And thanks for that tip because I wouldn't have known. But I just don't know why it doesn't work with this thing and why it works with this little thingy here. I'll leave a link to this in the description down below. You could see the wiring setup that we have here. And if you look, check it out. We are inside of the flight controller. If we go here into ports and we go to setup, and see it's upside down, but look, it's working. We'll just have to figure out a better wiring system so that we can get in there and use it whenever we need. I'm going to leave it like this and maybe twirl it around and you know, maybe tape it underneath whatever works and then solder it as needed, or maybe find special connectors and connect them in so that it just works. But knowing that, moving forward, I'm going to show you what I did thanks to the tip that was shared from Drone Camps, and hopefully this will help you if you need to get into your flight controller, or maybe you just can't fly your drone because you don't know how to get in there to set the rates that work just right for you. I'll also leave a link to that and you know everything else. So without any further ado, let's get started. If you still have pads left on your flight controller, what you can do is put the old USB connector on, or you can buy a new one, right? As long as all the pads are there on that side. And then what you're gonna do is, let me just set this up so that this can be on the right screen here. You can open up Betaflight, right? And then hold it, like match up the pins. If you need more solder on the pins, just put more solder on it and it'll flash between. You might wanna cross bridge them like a interlocking fingers, and then if all goes well, wait for it, see, voila. And then what you want to do is really quick while you're holding it, select ports, make sure UART1 is open, UART3 serial RX, make sure that's selected, take a screenshot and you're good to go. Now let go. You're like, yay, but wait, how do I get back in? Now I'm going to show you how to get back in so you can do your PID rates and all that other fun stuff. So I took some notes, and special thanks to Justin from Drone Camps because I called. I thought someone from the store was going to pick up, but he picked up the phone and he was telling me that the R1 should go to TXD and the R2 should go to the RXD. Whatever that means, but really nice. Really nice guy. Chatted up and shared, you know, shared this with me. So it was so cool. All right, so then I have this thing over here, and this is it right here. It's powered by USB-C, so your connector to your computer. If you need to get an adapter, you can get one. And once the power goes in, remember, if this is the 5 volt, if you have a cable, it doesn't come with any cables, so you have to solder it from this end if you don't have any, or if you can wait for your cable to come, just connect the cable there and then solder the cable from here to your flight controller. But you see 5 volt, okay? And then we have the other connections over here, which is the ground. So the ground will go to the ground anywhere that's ground on the board. And you have your TXD and you have your RXD. So just these two right here. And there's a link in the description that shows you where these wires go and how it's wired on my board. Found it on Amazon. Very self-explanatory with these two wires, right? And then the green was going to be the R1, okay? And then if all goes well, according to plan, according to Justin with the R and R, but he said he wasn't sure if this would work or not because this is like video or something like that. But we managed to finagle it to get it to work. Well, hopefully. Come on, you got this. Just want to melt the solder. Yep, got one. 5 volt. And then we're going to do the ground. Ground is always ground, right? And then, because you say you want to get back in, you want your PID rates, maybe you're putting a camera on. And then for me, my throttle is set to 175. So maybe I need a little more when I get my Clover FPV kit, right? And you want to be able to get back in if we can. Whoops. A little bit more solder helps melt solder, so you might need to melt a little more. It might pop out, but that's okay if it does, because you know what to do. Yay. Okay. Great. And remember, the R1 is green. Just clean off our tip. And then hopefully it lets us put it back on. Voila. And then the T1 is going to be white. We'll probably get some better connectors here, because I want to, you know, be able to get back in there whenever I can and close this baby up. And then now, got it. Sweet. Okay. So now, if all goes according to plan, let's make this a little bit bigger so that we can see, and then we plug it into the computer, make sure everything that can cross-contaminate when it comes to metal is out of the way. And if all goes well, let's see, whoops, wrong connector. Make sure you do the right connector, because that could blow things up too with the wrong voltage. For some reason, this thing didn't work. I don't know. You guys know how to get it to work with this same connection, but I don't know. Maybe there's something in the brains in this chip here and here. And then we wait. Yay, we're in. Check it out. Kind of neat, huh? And look, our ports, if we go to the port, see? UART1 is open, and then UART3 serial RX does that. And then now we're in like Flynn, except I tried using liquid solder, all the other stuff, but couldn't get the micro USB connector to work. But we managed to do this through 5 volt and then ground, and then R1 and the T1, which is basically UART1 that activates it. But by default, it should have been on. Usually it is. I don't know why. But special thanks to Justin from Drone Camps, who walked me through it over the phone. He suggested doing it the green goes to the TDX, and the white goes to the RXD, RX data, okay? And then on the flight controller, we have R1 going into the TD on there, okay? I'll leave a screenshot so that you guys can see. Now we're in. I've been trying for weeks and months to do this, and I just couldn't. But now we have. Anyway, you know, now not all that is gone is lost forever, because we can still get into the flight controller and make the magic happen. Especially we're going to be using this one on the Clover FPV system. Maybe just do a Frankenstein. I already ordered the wires. The wires will be here. We got the flight controller working, which is great. So maybe Steve might suggest some better rates when it comes to the throttle, because what we have here for the motors, no. Pit tuning. I see I have mine at 75. I might need to put it at 100. Not sure. But for the rate profile, you know, maybe something in there should be changed. See, mid throttle I have at 50, but now we can get back in, use this, and have a reserve, especially today when, you know, there's a shortage of everything, and you just can't get enough of what you want or what you need. But knowing that moving forward, that's pretty much it. Kind of neat, huh? Gotta love it. Anyway, I hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. You might have to open up the VTX port again. Sometimes it just goes defunct when doing what we did, because the heat does apply power and could do a hard reset, but that's an easy fix because you know how to do that if you made it this far. There we are, and away we go. Whoops. Let's turn the light on. Whoops. Let's do that again. Make sure that we're in the right mode. Let's see what we have here. Oh, somehow we wound up in acro. Sweet. Sweet, kind of neat, huh? See you all next time.